had figured it out. What happened to Mr. HD, as we know it, Humpty Dumpty? And I know that you are gathered here today because of questions that might be running through your mind. How did this happen? Where Mr. Humpty Dumpty, who was considered by many to be a good egg, never caused any problems with anyone, and to see that he is broken from the fall, which no one can explain the reason for. I'm sad and also frustrated to see this happen to a beloved friend. And when I looked at this situation, I started looking at who to point the finger at, who to blame, who or what deserves punishment for this horrific act. Knowing this has happened, and we all see the result of this action, it frightens us to think that it could possibly happen to us. So, I know it is important for all of us to figure out what was the cause. So I prayed and I prayed for the Lord to help me with the words to say that will bring hope and understanding for us all. I couldn't find the right passage in the Bible that would direct us to the answer until I started at the beginning. The fall of humanity. When Adam and Eve were kicked out of the Garden of Eden, you know the story, how God created man in his own likeness, and out of man came woman, and they were created to till and keep the Garden of Eden. Woman was the partner, a helper, meaning not a slave, but a partner. But right when they stepped outside of the line of what they were created for from the creator of everything, the fall happened, which caused brokenness. You see, my friends, Mr. Humpty Dumpty was an egg. Let me say that again. Mr. Humpty Dumpty was an egg. Have you ever tried to place an egg in a sitting position? Last time I checked, that same egg will not only be able to do that, but it will roll off whatever was supposed to hold it up. Eggs were not created to sit on a wall. Mr. Humpty Dumpty was not pushed. He fell on his own, which led to his brokenness because he was not created that way. You see, many times in our lives, we experience the fall, which leads to the brokenness due to the fact that we were not created that way. The way we were created can be found in the manual of our Creator. You don't have to point fingers. You don't have to find someone to blame. Most of the time, you need to look in the mirror and ask the question, am I broken? Because that is not the way God created me to be. You know, there is some hope. Mr. Humpty Dumpty is recovering quite well. The king was able to put him back together. That is also good news for us all. Know that the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords is willing and able to put you back together again. Amen.